Greetings, spear beings, greetings, supreme being. We are all the human race. Our common enemy is death. Welcome on Perfect Society. I'm Ulrich B.C. Hoffman, and you're watching the broadcast. A cartoon and a Twitterer, dotNoso at dotNoso, predicted Kobe would die in a helicopter crash in 2012. So what am I going to cover in this broadcast? Well, first of all, I have an intro. Basically, I've had precognitive vision, so I know time travel is possible. It's possible, it's a time-traveling AI. And I talk about it. We need to control factors that control aging in time. And also in the past, I've been tortured with directed energy weapons. They've tortured my teeth out of my mouth and my mother to death. So I found this interesting. Other people beat me to it. Of course, I'm going to show the video. Here you can see cartoon and Facebook predicts Kobe's death and messy NBC News reporter. 23 hours ago, 111k views. La sheet for you. 4-minute 25-second video. And another version 49 seconds. I had to edit one word out of the video to be compliant with the YouTube user policy, and I used a program named Photo. I searched on Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. I pressed the M and the O already. Again then MO. Then I get the video editor app. Okay, I thought it was called Photo previous time, and I couldn't find how to get rid of the original audio signal. I was able to upload the other audio that I had edited, censored with the bleep, and I used the healing frequency for that, so you will hear that when I play the video. So that's my explanation of why it took long for me to respond. So here we see the claim on worldstarhiphop.com. WTF 2017 cartoon predicted Kobe Bryant's, they misspelled Bryant's, helicopter crash and Twitter user. So that may be the source from whence many people have retrieved the video. And I haven't verified the video yet. I have verified the other claim by dotNoso. And when we look at the original on Twitter, November 13, 2012. Let's see if I have the original somewhere as well. Well, then I just do it like this. See if I can get there via this. Here we see the original, and it has carbon v2.5 added to it. And it turns out that that's not an Android or any other app that people can use to change the date. It is impossible, they claim on twitter.com. It's impossible to change the upload date, which was November 13, 2012. So many people are convinced that this is real. So I will cover this article here on news18.com explaining why they think it's real. Of course, I should say we should never believe anything we see on our screen. If we've seen this message before it happened, basically, and or if there are replies to this message of before 2019 or whatever, before 2000 or around 2012, people started to reply to this message. And what I was also wondering is why would anybody write things like this? Kobe is going to end up dying in a helicopter crash. Could this person be a racist? He's using a picture of Kobe Bryant or not? Or is this another person? Is this... I think that this may be Kobe Bryant. Anyway. And then also that other video, I was wondering if the video is racist, so we're gonna watch that first. And then I have another interesting point. This video of the crash has somebody saying one or something similar, and it sounds exactly the same as a video by Pennywise, a music video that has an intro basically, and I will let you hear the similarity between these two. And then I'm gonna Google some pictures of Illuminati hand signals or Freemasonic hand signals, etc. Supposedly Michael Jackson also faked his own death, according to sources online. He appeared as Dave on Larry King Live, and others have covered that pretty extensively as well, so I'm not going to cover that in this broadcast. So hopefully he's still alive, but most people are convinced he's dead. I don't assume anything without any evidence that proves it beyond any reasonable doubt. And we don't have to, of course. So let's just watch the video first. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'll just play the prepared video, censored video. My mic was a bit soft, so I'll put it a little louder. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Something like this.
Oh, shit! It's Kobe Bryant!
Help me!
Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out!
Pass!
These were Shaq's anyway.
So that was the video. I guess that millions of people are reviewing this now, because that's very special, of course, when people about 8 years ahead of time predict that something will happen like this, though they didn't formulate it as a prediction. dotNoso at dotNoso just wrote Kobe is going to end up dying in a helicopter crash. Well, I hate it. He had millions of fans, and they are mourning the loss. On the other hand, after Magic Johnson and number 23, I think I didn't follow basketball anymore. I've seen a match once in the US. That was cool, huge stadium. So, to tell you the truth, I didn't even know about his existence. Freaky tweet from 2012 predicting Kobe Bryant's helicopter death has gone viral, but is it real? So let's read this. This explains why they think it is a real tweet. News 18, news number 18.com.
News 18 Buzz 3 minutes read freaky tweet from 2012 predicting Kobe Bryant's helicopter death has gone viral. But is it real? On November 14, 2012, a Twitter user who goes by the handle at dotNoso had predicted Kobe's death. He had even mentioned that the player would die in a helicopter crash. Anurag Verma, News18.com updated January 27, 2020. 5:19 p.m. IST Facebook Twitter Pocket freaky tweet from 2012 predicting Kobe Bryant's helicopter death has gone viral. But is it real? Kobe Bryant, photo credit, Reuters. As news of 41-year-old basketball legend Kobe Bryant, a 5-time NBA champion and 2-time Olympic gold medalist, passing away in a helicopter crash sent shockwaves across sports fraternity. The Mamba fans and supporters gathered to pay homage to one of the most celebrated basketball players in the history of the sport. The Sikorsky S-76 chopper he was traveling in slammed into the rugged hillside in Calabasas, west of Los Angeles on Sunday. Kobe, who was accompanied by his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, along with 7 passengers and crew members on board, succumbed to the horrific crash. To celebrate the athlete, some dug up old interviews of Kobe talking about his daughter Gianna, while others shared personal anecdotes and interactions with the NBA champ. Amongst them, however, was a tweet dated 2012 that ended up upsetting those mourning the demise of the player. On November 14, 2012, a Twitter user who goes by the handle @dotNoso had predicted Kobe's death. Heck, he even mentioned the exact manner of the player's death. Kobe is going to end up dying in a helicopter crash, the account had tweeted. dotNoso @dotNoso Kobe is going to end up dying in a helicopter crash. 3:25 k 10:32 p.m., November 13, 2012. Twitter adds info and privacy 204K people are talking about this. Those who weren't put off by the tweet wanted the user to unironically predict the future for them, but others sensed some foul play in it. dotNoso's tweet. Many pointed out that the predictor had used the Carbon v2.5 client for Twitter, which did not apparently exist back in 2012. Guy @IP_guy_ replying to @dotNoso, how did you use Carbon v2.5 in 2012 while v2.4.31 was released in 2015? View image on Twitter. View image on Twitter 17.2 k 9:45 p.m., Jan 26, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy 2,966 people are talking about this. 27th October @King_Tality replying to @PeterPonkley3 and 2 others. Not true. You're confusing Twitter with Facebook. Here there's no edit option. 1973 10:02 p.m., Jan 26, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy 37 people are talking about this. Ty @IamTaylor214 replying to @OEOSI and 5 others. View image on Twitter 19:8:24 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. See Ty's other tweets. But again, does Twitter even offer an edit option like other platforms such as Facebook or Instagram? The answer is a resounding number. Here's an explainer done by Twitter user Mike Beasley, and Mike Bees. Mike Beasley. And Mike Bees. Jan 27, 2020 replying to @dotNoso quick thread for anyone questioning the legitimacy of this tweet, it is real. Here's some supporting info, Mike Beasley. @MikeBees1. Twitter does not have an API that allows for changing post dates, or changing tweets in any way. Tweets are immutable once posted. 4,792.
My computer is kind of sluggish, but it doesn't really matter. So basically I've watched this whole video, Carbon for Twitter Android app v2 review, and people that have watched it know that there's no way to change the date with this app. It's just a normal tweet app. I can show the video also that I watched, if it's by the same title. Donations are welcome, so I can buy a faster computer via universalpeace.jimdo.com, and people can always Skype me Prologic 999 for live broadcasts or to ask me questions, etc. Carbon for Twitter Android App V2 review. January 2nd, 2014, almost 12,000 views. Uploaded by Techniqued. 65 likes, 22 dislikes according to the YouTube counter. So he's just showing that app basically. But then we'll read on and we'll read that it's not that app. It's I think it has to do with the iPhone, cancer iPhone. So keep it in airplane mode. Cancer cell phone radiation is very harmful, in contrast to what some people claim with their unsafety standards. Okay, then we can read on.
1:07 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 368 people are talking about this. The original tweet was posted via Carbon client for WebOS, and Mike Bees pointed out. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees. Middle. Jan 27, 2020. Replying to Mike Bees follow-up, other tweets from Carbon v2.5 appear to come from the WebOS app. Same rules apply. https://twitter.com/GetterHenry/status/30633774856078131 https://twitter.com/GetterHenry/status/30633774856078131 Carlos Lamba Jr. at GetterHenry replying to @CarbonWebos at CarbonWebos. This is sad news. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees as @Android points out it is probably this WebOS app, not @Carbon app for Android. https://twitter.com/android/status/1221604041983176704 https://twitter.com/android/status/1221604041983176704 Android at Android replying to @Jiang Lukagini and two others. I think he was using @CarbonWebos. 192:24 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 34 people are talking about this. Twitter's API does not allow modifying tweets, including dates, he further asserted. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees replying to @Mike Bees 2. This tweet was not posted via Carbon v2.5, as the label indicates. It was posted from an earlier version of @Carbon app. 1722 1:07 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 115 people are talking about this. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees. Middle. Jan 27, 2020. Replying to @Mike Bees. While tweets cannot be edited, developers can log into their dashboard and update their app name, label. Mike Beasley @Mike Bees. The original Carbon app launched in 2011, see their old username @Carbon Android. It did exist when this was posted. 908 1:07 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 58 people are talking about this. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees. Middle. Jan 27, 2020. Replying to @Mike Bees. The developers of @Carbon app likely just updated their app name as they release new versions. All old tweets from that app show 2.5 now. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees. Many folks think Carbon can be used to change dates. This is not true and is based on confusion about two similarly named pieces of software. 972 1:07 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 74 people are talking about this. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees. Middle. Jan 27, 2020. Replying to @Mike Bees. Carbon, the Twitter app, can only do what Twitter's API allows. Twitter's API does not allow modifying tweets, including dates. Mike Beasley and Mike Bees. If someone had found a way to access a private, undocumented Twitter API that allowed this to be done. Twitter would cut them off easily. 7:51:07 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 47 people are talking about this. Mike Beasley. And Mike Bees. Middle. Jan 27, 2020. Replying to add Mike Bees further, Twitter could and would just disable whatever private API existed. Again, none is known to exist, which allowed this to be done. Mike Beasley. At Mike Bees. Twitter has a vested interest in protecting the integrity of their metadata since it is the foundation for the whole platform. 458:107 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 36 people are talking about this in layman terms. Mike Beasley. At Mike Bees. Replying to add Mike Bees. Carbon here is not an app that changes states, it is a regular Twitter app. The tweet is real. 395:108 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. 51 people are talking about this. Another Twitter user, @Compop, chimed in to explain how and why the prediction tweet that had given birth to conspiracy theories was a stray yet real tweet. Michael Pop @Compop. Middle. 18 hours. Replying to Tilton 98 and two others also, and Mike Bees. Could we look at the obvious? That when sharing that tweet it starts with 2 and has 18 digits, where a tweet from today starts with a 1 and has 19 digits. I haven't checked any other ones from that way back, but as you cannot change tweet IDs either. Michael Pop @Compop. https://twitter.com/status/12216864054343966. Compop also made an interesting observation, where he cited a Business Insider article from November 13, 2012, a day after the Kobe helicopter death tweet was posted, meaning that the tweet could have had a direct reference to the then news. The article headline read, Kobe Bryant flew a teammate to a doctor's appointment in his helicopter yesterday. Michael Pop @Compop. Replying to @Compop and 3 others. And last but not least https://www.businessinsider.com/Kobe Bryant Steve Blake Helicopter 2012 11 $R=D&R=T. That article is from November 13, 2012. It's not at all unlikely that @dotNoso's tweet was a direct reaction to that. Can we please lay this to rest now? Smile. Kobe Bryant flew a teammate to a doctor's appointment in his helicopter yesterday. BusinessInsider.com 8:7:55 a.m., Jan 27, 2020. Twitter adds info and privacy. See Michael Pop's other tweets. Get the best of News 18 delivered to your inbox.
So, people can subscribe if they like. What was the point of this last message? Business Insider article from November 13, 2012, a day after the Kobe helicopter death tweet was posted, meaning that the tweet could have had a direct reference to the then news. How could it have a reference to the then news? Well, then we'd have to read that news. Do they report anything about a crash or Am I not getting something? That's a screen for crash. No matches. The perks of being Kobe Bryant's teammate, from Lee Jenkins of Sports Illustrated. Kobe Bryant did not speak to reporters after practice Monday because Lakers point guard Steve Blake suffered an abdominal strain and could only get an appointment with an Orange County doctor in the early afternoon, so Bryant flew him there in his helicopter to avoid any irksome traffic on the 405. Unquote. So what made dotNoso write this in 2012? (10:32 p.m.) Well, with 11/13/2012, I'm not making 2020 out of anything, or anything that could indicate 2020. So was this some kind of joke, or Open Broadcaster software was video is finished, or you can look again, or something like that, you know. I'll indicate it if I remember it. Anyway, I'm gonna review the video for about 5 minutes, so you can also fast forward 5 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So that's also interesting that somebody had a camera ready that fast. But the other thing that I heard was the one in the middle of and I think the person in the video is saying something else, but the voice is similar and the tone is similar, etc. So it just reminded me of that. And also quite shocking that there's video material of the chopper actually dwindling down. So it seems to be out of control. Could it have been sabotaged? And apparently, well, this looks genuine. Designer tweets with DZ, not the normal spelling, replying to @dotNoso. Oh God, I feel so heartbroken seeing this video. From our perspective, we can't begin to imagine the fear that went through them right before it happened. R.I.P. Kobe, you'll be dearly missed. So basically, this is the point where the camera was turned on, but it seems to be a white screen. Disconnected again. Reconnection successful. Perhaps hackers are doing this or whatever. I hope it's not cutting my video into parts. But it looks alright. CPU is at, well, now it's 96, but it's only temporary because I had that tab open. CPU usage is a bit high. So first we see a white flash, and it seems to last a couple of frames, and then it seems to cut to the other thing. So perhaps it's a cut video basically. So was this somebody who knew it was going to happen? Or were they just bystanders? They saw that the chopper was out of control and they thought, let's film it. And they first filmed into the sun, and then the camera adjusted the iris automatically, and we see the chopper dwindling down. So don't know if I have to put a warning on this or an age restriction. Perhaps it would be a good idea, but I think it's not really necessary. There's no blood, no gore. But I think it is the real thing. The real video, real chopper, real crash. So they refer to Legends of Chamberlain Heights, Comedy Central. And the question is, if that was that video that we see here, was that also broadcast or not? worldstarhiphop.com. I don't know, but it's clear that it's Kobe Bryant in a helicopter crash. But then you'd have to verify if it was really uploaded in 2017. And the other thing was the satanic calendar in relation to this. So I've finished the video. People can look again if they don't want to see the dwindling chopper. What was I going to look up? I was confused. The satanic calendar. January 20 to 27, Candlemas basically. And on the satanic calendar of New Age forums, which has now disappeared, you can still retrieve that with cashpages.com. There, the Demur ritual was listed wrongly. Here on this calendar it's listed on July 27th. And this also includes human sacrifice, and people that think that this is done by Jesuits or Freemasons or Satanists think they are using a satanic calendar for these types of events. Also other so-called false flag events. Where live terror drills went on at the same place, same location, same date, or very close. That's another Citizens Action Network graphic that many people have used. But I'll get to the Illuminati blood oath murders later. And the hand signal. The question is also, is this totally fake? Is this satanic panic BS? I think that the Satanic Bible of Sander LaVey also mentions a couple of these supposed festivities. So religion is an abomination, religion is an illusion, to quote Freud. Religion is slavery for the mind. More about it in my previous broadcast on this channel. So that's not just the biggest religions, Christianity and Islam, but also other religions that are built on the lie that there's something higher than the humans and hereafter, built on the fear of death, basically. But in reality, it's YOLO, you only live once. So, it's good to make love and do good things for yourselves and others and make real friends that way. Alright, then I wanna turn on the picture that I've prepared because I wanna do some research fast. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna find some pictures. It might take a while. So perhaps people want to fast forward, but I might say things, you know. It's kind of freestyle and live. So people can also write in the chat or Skype Prologic 999 if they want to do a broadcast. Where did I put the pictures? Oh, in this one. Okay, and then I have to Google. So people are claiming Illuminati is a Jesuit front, and I'm looking for pictures of Kobe Bryant. Sports Kida. So now I'll use this one, I think. Perhaps there's a higher resolution version. Well, I think that's about the same. This may be the original. So I googled Kobe Bryant Illuminati, and then I got this result basically. And we've also seen other people make this hand signal. Although you can argue that it's not proof that these people are Illuminati members. Tom Cruise and it's on gnosticwarrior.com if you want to know who the other person is. With the L Cool J Carrera glasses on. I have a pair of those as well. But it's unpleasant that the plastic is touched by the forehead, basically. But okay, pretty cool. And who else? Jay-Z, of course. And Adolf Hitler making the same hand signal. And then there was another one that I have to find of the Obama youth making the same hand signal. That's on teamnetworks.net. I already found it. It's this one. So they use the same hand signal. It's pretty baffling. Or whatever. So they all say Illuminati, and then I found that Illuminati, a list of Illuminati blood oath murders. Originally it was on an anti-Satanism website. And later it was on Twitter, I think. Let's see if I can find the comment in here. One of my other chat collections. So when I'm chatting, I copy my own remarks and remarks of people that I find interesting. Also illegal remarks. But I've never reported anyone to YouTube. So it'll take a while to retrieve it. Perhaps it's better if I just look on Facebook or whatever. I think it's on Facebook, not Twitter. But it might also have spread to Twitter. Come on. Okay. Then I will find it on my hard disk. I couldn't make a video source for the video. Perhaps if I use another player, that it will show up in Open Broadcaster software. So the idea was playing the video instead of this image, but without sound. But I thought, let's just do this broadcast, it's not that important. So let's find the document that I'm looking for. Documents, search documents. I replaced that sound with the same sound but pitched up to 528 Hz tuning. So it is healing. Chat remarks. That should be it then. So I should have pressed find next, another one. Oh yeah, the Prophecy Club on Facebook. So it was just to find that source, and then I can show the Facebook thing. March 18, 2015. Blood sacrifices for fame. I add. Oh, then it is that one, perhaps. No. Prophecy Club, then. Prophecy Club. Sevenfold Miracle Crusades. Register now. Passover Wednesday, April 8th to Sunday noon, April 12th, 2020. Alright, so can I do a search only on this page? Perhaps I bookmarked it. I've already shown it in another broadcast. Okay, then I just go to the article. The Prophecy Club, March 18, 2015. Blood sacrifices for fame. So this is a list. This is a list of people that allegedly killed people for money and fame. And it's a pretty long list. So then we can check if Kobe Bryant is on it.
The Prophecy Club, March 18, 2015. Blood sacrifices for fame. Kanye West, his mom. Nas, his mom. Andre 3000, his mom. Bruno Mars, his mom. Kelly Rowland, her mom. Jay-Z, his nephew. Damon Dash, Alia James Prince, Pimp C. T.I., his cousin. Dalla, friend. Suge Knight, Tupac Diddy, Biggie Smalls, Ludacris, Camouflage Lady Gaga, Lena Morgan and Nicki Minaj, her cousin. Bruce Springsteen, his cousin. The Game, Billboard Eminem, Proof. 50 Cent, Jam Master J. Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg, his son. Drake, his uncle. Crazy Bone, Tombstone KRS-One, Scott Larrock, Dizzy Rascal, his ex-girlfriend. Keanu Reeves, his ex-girlfriend. Ashton Kutcher, his ex-girlfriend. Megan Fox, her ex-boyfriend. Meryl Streep, her ex-boyfriend. Alicia Keys, her friend. Akin, his friend. LeBron James, his friend. Heidi Montag, Dr. Ryan Adrian Peterson, his son. Bill Cosby, his son. Lamar Odom, his son, cousin. Matt Bryant, his son. John Travolta, his son. Eddie Levert, his son. John Travolta, his son. Marie Osmond, her son. Eric Clapton, his son. Robert Plant, his son. Prince, his son, his father. Tracy Martin, his son. Anna Nicole Smith, her son. Taraji Henson, her son's father. Obama, his grandmother. Jamie Foxx, his grandmother. The Rolling Stones, Brian Jones, Mary-Kate Olsen, Heath Ledger. Brandy Norwood, Whitney Houston. Jennifer Hudson, whole family. Lil Wayne, his father and Static Major. Tiger Woods, his father. Cristiano Ronaldo, his father. Cheris, her father. Pitbull, his father. Usher, his father, his stepson. Wyclef Jean, his father. Michael Jordan, his father. In Dubs, father/uncle/manager. Mike Tyson, his daughter. Dwayne Chapman, his daughter. Mark Jackson, Galani Taylor, her daughter. Liam Neeson, wife. Cameron, Big L. Jim Jones, Stack Bundles. Queen Latifah, her brother. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, his brother. Soulja Boy, his brother. Mark Ruffalo, his brother. Jermaine Defoe, his brother. Chief Keef, his stepbrother. Venus, Serena Williams, their sister. Aaron, Nick Carter, their sister. Macaulay Culkin, his sister. Jackson family, Michael Jackson. Kardashian family, Robert Kardashian. Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King Jr., Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Michael Bree, his mother. Solstice Sacrifices, Part 1, Part 2.
So I've not been able to retrieve this on Facebook. And I think it was on Facebook, so perhaps it's sort of hidden or whatever, I don't know. If I search on Illuminati Blood Oath Murders. Illuminati Blood Oaths revealed. I've covered the Luciferian Oath of the Freemasons and Extreme Jesuit Oath and these Illuminati Blood Oath murders in one broadcast, but I don't know if that's still on one of my channels. I can search with virtual DJ, sometimes it finds the video. There are claims that Illuminati murdered Prince in a blood sacrifice, Illuminati blood sacrifice for fighting them. He was going to publish a memoir or a book. Perhaps there was something that he wanted to publish and that they didn't allow him to publish. And he was sleep deprived for 6 days, supposedly. And with the Illuminati Blood Oath murders, they always pretend it was either an overdose or suicide. But of course, that can also happen when it's not a murder. So how is it possible that chopper was dwindling? Well, I think that they either poisoned the pilot or sabotaged the chopper, or it malfunctions, perhaps because of the fog, perhaps a bird or something. Perhaps they'll still find out what the real cause was. Don't know if they have a cockpit recording or a flight recorder thing in choppers. It was a privately owned chopper, helicopter. So those are two theories that his daughter also died in the crash. That fits in with the satanic calendar, basically. And the idea that perhaps he was Illuminati or Freemason, and it was an Illuminati blood oath murder for the candle mass or whatever ritual. I'm not a Satanist myself, and so I don't know if there's any possibility that it could be true. So the question is also how to stop that. Perhaps they themselves are the only ones that could put an end to it. Also to state-sponsored terrorism. And I've been talking about government. I think the government has to arrest people that advocate population reduction with any number, and otherwise they're not doing their job. Not necessarily for these people going to jail, but for removing these book quotes and making clear to the public that it's illegal incitement to commit genocide, that people may not advocate a population reduction with any number. And people can read the Genocide Convention online. So the group they're targeting is the human race as a whole. That's the race they're targeting, basically. And there's plenty of evidence. I covered their 50 population, shocking population reduction quotes on the Future channel on YouTube recently. I've covered it again as well. Perhaps I'll add this video to my playlist. We can look at the other thing that I found. Blood Oath band out of Midland, Texas, doing what we love. 228 likes. Please hit that like button and subscribe and share this video if you think it's interesting. So could it be a time-traveling AI, a neural network that has shown these people and they made this prediction without knowing that they were making a prediction? Did they have a precognitive vision? Of course, they could claim anything. Trust no one, nothing is what it seems. So perhaps he wrote it to prevent it, basically. It's not necessarily a racist that wanted him to crash. I think that he reports about NBA, etc. People can check dotNoso's Twitter page. He has a Twitter for sure. Don't know about a Facebook page or YouTube page. But that's really something. Perhaps it even reaches mainstream media if somebody predicted this correctly in 2012. What are the chances of this really happening? Though I doubt if he had both his cubs with him. So that was on the Cartoon Network. Perhaps I can find out the original source of that page and then retrieve it with cached pages somehow. So will the anti-masonry movement also grow, or are there anti-masonry links? Are they really adrenochrome addicts, etc.? I'll spare you the picture show that I've shown in previous broadcasts. Or perhaps I should put it in this as well, sort of as evidence, because a static picture, what's the use of a static picture, you know, it doesn't make sense. I can show it for a little while I think about further interesting content for this video, of course. Or perhaps I should do the legalize it. I found it. Black Eye Club, of course. So look away if you don't want to see pictures of people with a black eye that have been punched in the eye. Senator Bernie Sanders, John Cleese, the current Pope, Prince Philip, David Bowie, former supposed President Bush, coincidence, John Kerry, McCain, actors, this shows names also. Well, here we don't really see the black eye. What they're all doing is hand over the eye, hand signal photo. The all-seeing AI, perhaps. So AI is I when you read it like AI is I, basically. That's interesting. So the I seems to disappear. The A seems to disappear in the I. AI. Shouldn't that be an I? An I for AI. Adrenochrome. So adrenochrome is real, and I've explained it. I think they have a program. Perhaps I can find the other picture. It may fit in with their population reduction program. These pictures of lookalikes, etc. I have to browse to another gallery. Did I put it in screenshots? The This one's also pretty interesting. Another one that shows Rutte. The Dutch, what is it, Prime Minister or whatever. I saw that picture recently somewhere, so I know it's somewhere. So the most important part of the broadcast has passed. I found the lookalikes. So basically, the theory is that adrenochrome doesn't help, that people that used adrenochrome died. I don't know if Mr. Rockefeller used adrenochrome. I'm not accusing him or anybody of this. So the story goes that they torture children to death, and then at the moment when they're most scared, they kill the person, and then they take the adrenochrome from the spine or the tip of the skull, basically the base of the skull or whatever, and they slurp that. There's also the movie with Johnny Depp, and that's supposedly, they call it an anti-aging device in some video. But then more people would be doing that if it would really make them eternal, like we see on the lookalike picture basically. So here we see a picture of supposedly, I don't know what year, but very early pictures, and these are supposed lookalikes. And some people think that they are time travelers. But when you check online, then you can find pictures of Johnny Depp, for example, growing up as a child. So that proves that he hasn't been this age for 1,000 years or whatever, you know, or for a couple of 100 years, 150 years perhaps. So that this proves that these people are really these actors we're seeing. Another possibility is that it fits in with their scam, so these are fabricated pictures using the real actors, but they just put a different date on them and made them look like old pictures to fit in with their population reduction scam, with the idea that the adrenochrome will make people eternal and give them special powers. Based on that fantasy, you could get these special powers by eating the cannibals that ate most children or people, basically. They have most souls, supposedly. Some people believe everything you tell them, but most of them don't. So this is totally theory. I'm not accusing anybody. It would be slander without evidence. It's not a good idea. And to finish the broadcast, we have Rutte making the same hand signal as Merkel, practically. But his fingers are not touching. And this is more or less the same one. This one is different. She's wearing a green dress. There she's only touching one finger. On the others, usually 2 or more fingers, I think. That's the only one where only one finger is touching the other finger. Very special. Okay. So that's the whole thing. I can turn on another picture show. I did a broadcast about Trump also. Some people are accusing him of being a killer, a murderer, etc. for several reasons. So he did Obama's law qua drone strikes. I have to check for another picture that's still on, supposedly. No. So that was the BBC article. Let's see the exact title. Trump revokes Obama rule on reporting drone strike deaths. BBC News, March 7, 2019. But that's not the reason they call him a murderer. Basically, it has to do with recent news. So people just have to watch the broadcast if they want to know what it's about. Okay. Let's see. Let's just put it on. I thought another picture was showing in the background, but this is the wall. So I put this picture show on to indicate that the broadcast is more or less finished now. Wow. So I sit back and I can now relax. People can check my other broadcasts on this channel, Perfect Society, or try something.vegetarian, or the Future channel on YouTube. Donations are also welcome via universalpeace.gymdo.com, which is an older website, so the truth content may not be 100% like it is now in my broadcasts. So if there's any untruth or error or lie, please contact me via Skype, Prologic999. That's the best way, because I'm not reading all the comments, etc. And some videos on this channel have, well, probably it's more than 1,000 views now, and others have very few views. I could add some other cinemagraphs to this. I wanted to search for the original link to the Illuminati Blood Oath Murders thing. Illuminati Blood Oath Murders for $, and fame, something like that. Bloodlines of Illuminati Central Intelligence Agency. What website is that on? CIA.gov PDF. Well, so it's Bloodlines of Illuminati by Fritz Springmeier of 1995 on CIA.gov in the library. Abbottabad - compound. No, wow. I found the Prophecy Club thing. But that's not the original link on the anti-satanic or anti-Satanism website. This was posted in 2015. And they also cover solstice sacrifices. So I'll have to search on
Yo, Snoop, why does it feel that you are one of the individuals in this whole plan?
No, that's not what I'm looking for. Perhaps I have the link on my OneDrive. Search everything. The original article read Illuminati blood sacrifices and solstice sacrifices to become the wealthiest 20 million plus club for a higher position and royalty from the elite. You need to make a human, between brackets, blood sacrifice. Watch this video. Well, of course you'd first have to have a deal with them. They're not gonna reward everybody that does that and make them rich and famous. Watch this video. The Illuminati have also sacrificed many celebrities as a human solstice sacrifice. Watch this video. So they allege this basically, and can I scroll up? 32 of 68. Open. No. I want to delete, to download it, then download, open it. Read more, mediaexposed.tumblr.com. I'm thinking about how I could read this without triggering anyone. In Monarch programming, quote, fall down the rabbit, then I need to say some other words. Hole is a trigger phrase used for mind control victims who are being sexually abused or satanically ritualized by their handlers. Going down the rabbit hole is a metaphor for dissociation, a hypnotic trigger used to make Monarch brain control slaves dissociate. thetalkingspot.wordpress.com 2014, 121 Alice in Wonderland programming. Supposedly. Well, I've tried these hypnotic triggers of Fritz Springmeier, who might also be controlled the position, and none of them prevented them from torturing my teeth out of my mouth and my mother to death with directed energy weapons. And that beam was partially deflected by a grounded Van de Graaff generator, so I'm 100% certain myself that I was tortured with a directed energy weapon. And to this day, nobody has been able to make these attacks stop. When I lie on my left side, when I turn on my left side in my waterbed, then it automatically attacks me with spasm attacks that are heard on my pillow and felt on my hand. And I've discussed the patterns in previous broadcasts, scalar patterns, and that Media Exposed Tumblr was not the original link either. So I'll have to search on. But I can check this as well.
http://
to see if this still exists. Tumblr is now part of Automatic. So apparently that link doesn't exist anymore. It would show up like this, basically. Not found. But we could try it on Cached Pages, basically. And perhaps that contains a link to the original article. I don't know why it's showing things in the search that I've searched on a year or two ago and not more recent searches. But okay. Also, I think that the search results on Cached Pages are missing in the top 2 rows. In the 3rd row is showing links you can click on. So here you can see the original post, basically. And in the left bottom corner it has this spinning logo that they wondered about, why is it there. That didn't have a link to the original article, I think. So I'll have to search on. Source media exposed. So media exposed.tumblr.com also reported about it, but that was removed. They're blocking me from accessing file manager. 70 celebrity lookalikes that prove time travel. That's a PDF. Now I can click on it. "70 celebrity lookalikes that prove time travel exists." And boardpanda.com. So I have it as a PDF as well, but then I'd rather search the online version.
70 celebrity lookalikes that prove time travel exists _ boardpanda.com.
Alright, and I can show that. Well, here I'm wondering about this picture. When was this made, etc. Is this his father, supposedly? Or could this just be a faked black and white image? Was he edited in or whatever? Well, another theory is basically if there would be a world war, they might travel back to the time that this picture was taken, and then they already know what they will call themselves, basically. Why these weird remarks are with these pictures is another matter. (1939). That's not a good time to travel back to. I think that's too close to World War II, basically. Or perhaps they travel back and forth. perhaps it's less risky to travel to 1939 than to 1950 or whatever. But the point is, there are pictures available of these artists and superstars that show them growing up as children. So that's very hard to fake. It's usually tight. Nowadays there's even a location on them sometimes, coordinates, etc. Mine are from Liverpool, Charles Burns and Justin Timberlake. But no year. Marxist-Leninist revolutionary leader Mahir Khayyam, 1946 to 1972, and Jimmy Fallon. Oh yeah, I've seen this one before. A man from the painting, Pope Gregory IX, approving the Vatican decretals, and Sylvester Stallone. Striking similarity, though some of them are not that striking. This Tennessee Man from 1870 and Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I thought, well, this is it, you know. These people have time traveled, obviously. They're like 200 years old or whatever, and they have magical powers. Blah blah. But then I started thinking, is there any way to verify it and stuff? Trust no one, nothing's what it seems. Not to do it unless we can control the outcome. My girlfriend's great-grandma looks almost identical to Mrs. Doubtfire. My great-great-grandfather looks just like Matthew McConaughey. Your grandma looks like Taylor Swift, and your grandpa looks like Hugh Hefner's brother. Spanish painter Diego Velázquez, 1599-1660, and Peter Dinklage. So, in what way do these supposedly prove that time travel is real? So these can all be lookalikes, they can even be doctored or fake pictures. With all these filters, they want to experiment. They have all that wonderful software. Doesn't this black and white picture look better than the color picture? Realer. My friend's uncle looked just like Dave Franco when he was young. I would say that's so not Michael, basically. And Emperor Maximiliano of Habsburgo, and Nicolas Cage. There was something with a statue that looked like Michael Jackson that was more interesting. Egyptian statue or whatever. Or perhaps this is part of the Mandela effect or whatever. Union Army Soldier Marshal H. Twitchell. Excusez-moi, 1840 to 1905, and Conan O'Brien. Oh yeah. Well, there's 7.5 billion people out there. Though it is remarkable that they were able to find all of these lookalikes. African-American novelist Zora Neale Hurston, 1891 to 1960, and Queen Latifah. Well, perhaps it's best if I scroll to the ones I know. King of Spain, Philip IV, and Mark Zuckerberg, 1605 to 1665. Yeah, that's also pretty similar. Roman Emperor Severus Alexander, 208 to 235, and Eminem. See if there are other paintings and stuff of the Roman Emperor. Painting would be nice. Well, this one looks pretty similar. This one especially, I think. So there might not be a painting. Okay. th President of the United States, Millard Fillmore, 1800 to 1874, and Alec Baldwin. So perhaps he will travel back to the past and then he will gain weight. French actor Paul Monet, 1847 to 1922, and Keanu Reeves. No, I don't find that very striking. Not at all. Woman named Judy Sipper from the 1960s, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, I find it striking as well. But how can we verify if these are real pictures from the 60s, etc.? This gentleman and Steve Carell. Cuban revolutionary and politician Fidel Castro, 1926 to 2016, and Liam Neeson. leader of the Soviet Union Joseph Stalin, 1878 to 1953, and Zayn Malik. He looks more like a little bit like Deepesh Mode singer, perhaps. Well, I would say they can be the same guy basically, but they look a bit similar as well, but not strikingly similar. My friend's grandma looked like John Travolta. Well, the other lookalike is more convincing, I think. Nicolae Grigorescu, one of the founders of modern Romanian painting, and Orlando Bloom. Oh, I thought I knew him from a movie about magicians or whatever. My dad looked like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. No. Murderer Jesse Pomeroy, 1859 to 1932, and Robbie Williams. Well, then they'd also have to make him grow younger, and then teleport him back to 1859 to 1932. And perhaps that makes sense, he would live longer basically. But perhaps the problem is that it damages people's brain based on that story about USS Eldridge. What do they call it? The ship that was supposedly teleported, etc. during the war. Almost got it. Not the time travel experiment. But it's the Montauk experiment or something. Anyway, people can Google it. Oh yeah, and the story was also on Samanda Yolkuluk, Physics of Reality Manipulation article about these coils, about time travel, etc. Robin Williams, he did that show, Weapons of Self-Destruction, and I think he was also an Illuminati Blood Oath murder. Russian zoologist, I think, who was awarded the 1908 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, Ilya Ilyich Mechnikov, whatever, 1845 to 1916, and Robin Williams. I don't think that's super striking either, not a spitting image. An American, Silversmith, etc. People can read it for themselves. Jack Black. Yeah, they're also similar. Harry Potter again. Eminem. Not very similar. Ryan Gosling. Socrates and Anthony Hopkins. I don't think so. Civil War young soldier and Jerry O'Connell. American actor and singer Jim Nabors and Pope Francis, 1930. perhaps a bit more John Kerry-ish. Louis Vuitton and Zach Galifianakis. Abraham Lincoln and Bill Nye. No, totally different. He has a bit of Luke Witkowski in him, or whatever. Abraham Lincoln, the vegetarian. I gotta inhale. Ellen DeGeneres. Oh, so this is not Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Well, the eyes are similar. Don't know John Krasinski, but he looks a bit like Felix Kjellberg, basically. Audrey Hepburn. Don't know Brian Cranston. Shakespeare and Paul Giamatti. No, I think he might be a bit Irish or Italian or whatever. His nose seems to be pointier. No. Robert Pattinson. He also reminds me of an actor. Vladimir Putin and Macaulay Culkin. Well, I think they have different facial features. British American actor Gary Grant and George Clooney. Alright, then we covered all of them. Wow. Like, that was so necessary. But I found it interesting that they had 70 celebrity lookalikes that prove time travel exists. Also a catchy title. So I would argue in no way is it proof. I already know time travel exists. So the pictures may have been doctored, and it could even be part of a bigger scam, conspiracy. And the other thing is there may be real lookalikes if you can find pictures of Matt Damon as a child, for example. Would be weird if there wouldn't be any. So here he looked like Matt Damon. Wonderwall.com. And supposedly these are all Matt Damon as well. Yeah, here you can see it a little bit, I think. Yep. And people can test it for all these celebrities. So don't go slurping adrenochrome. It might cause you blood disease and you could die from that. It might not be as healing as some people would like to believe. Alright, then I go back to the picture show. I still want to find that original link that it was on. It was not even on my OneDrive. Or is it perhaps? I have to search again. Search for $. Or perhaps I should just do a Google search. Could it be in Ebola data 6? It's not jumping to the text. So, and I doubt if it's in here anyway. I think not. Ideas are bulletproof. The anonymous slogan. Expect us, etc. The motto of Anonymous. According to some, that's CIA. Gullible patsies and undercover moles or whatever, but some real anonymouses exist. And they're not Guy Fawkes, unless Guy Fawkes has time traveled to the present.
Blood Oath Murders.
I'll just download the article to check this one. So basically I'm looking for a web link that has a link to the original article. Top 10 Illuminati murders, assassinations, or blood sacrifices. Marilyn Monroe. Michael Jackson. Well, many people think he's still alive. He faked his own death, etc. And appeared as Dave on the Larry King live show. Heath Ledger, not Heath Ledger. John F. Kennedy. Princess Diana. Tupac Shakur, all on place number 4 free.com, placeforfree.com. King Leopold II of Austria. Abraham Lincoln, John Lennon, Whitney Houston, and that's it. Singer of In Excess, Mike Hutchins, supposedly hung himself. And Peaches Geldof supposedly died of juicing or whatever. Robert Palmer died very young. Was he 53 or whatever, 52? Well, there are numerous others. Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. Some people could make a list and, for example, check the date against the satanic calendar dates, verify them. But this doesn't have a link to the original article. Ex-Canadian minister says Illuminati controls the world. February 12, 2018, dailymail.co.uk. Well, I'd have to find it on my hard disks, basically. And I might not have one connected that has it on it, but I can check. What I have on here. Going through backups, sifting through backups. Well, this is on another source again. So I found another article. Illuminati plot oath sacrifices for money and fame. So perhaps it's in one of my collective writings for universal peace, etc. Might also be HTML. So I already said that the whole broadcast was done basically, so I'm now searching for this article. Perhaps it was Satanism exposed or something. Exposing Satanism.org. New Forest, England. Sheep sacrificed in satanic ritual. Exposing Satanism.org. Satanist sacrifice family in Panama church. So is this just satanic panic stuff, or is it real? You know, it's judge for yourselves on exposing Satanism.org. I don't know if the article was on there, perhaps they've removed it, or perhaps it was another website. And I think I remember that it was removed, so let's try with Catch the Pages. Satanism exposed. It's a long shot. Wow, so it exists, or does exist, perhaps. June 22nd, 2013. Not archives, go back to 2007. It's kind of hard to find these links. There must be a link here somewhere. Ah, January 21st. It sometimes seems to load the page and then it disappears. There you can see the headline or whatever, the top of the web page. So why is it not loading? Then I check if there's a mirror website, and I don't know if this is the website that it was on originally, but it seems to have existed in the past, so it might be. So you can see it's kind of hard to find these links. Normally it's green or blue or whatever. And this is supposedly a snapshot, but it doesn't load. Open it in a new page and I change this to lowercase letters. Whoa. Okay. About the Internet Archive then. I don't know if this was the page, and perhaps I can find it on my hard disk somewhere, but I don't want to take people's time when searching, though my broadcasts are healing, so I can make some music also. Some healing vibes. Let's read about the Internet Archive.
About the Internet Archive. As our web archive grew, so did our commitment to providing digital versions of other published works. Today our archive contains 330 billion web pages, 20 million books and texts, 4.5 million audio recordings, including 180,000 live concerts, 4 million videos, including 1.6 million television news programs, 3 million images, 200,000 software programs.
Wow, that's a lot. $20 million books and texts, 330 billion web pages, and 4 million audio and video recordings, 8.5 million in total. So catchpages.com is the way to retrieve these pages, and with this page, well, it's not green when it has archived the page properly. You can also get pages archived yourself, so that when they disappear they're still found with the Wayback Machine. Web.archive.org is another way to find it. Catchpages.com, maybe easier to remember. So it seems to show an Internet Archive page and not the SatanismExposed.com website. So now I'm pretty tired. But I think it's a pretty good broadcast until the moment I start to search for the web page, and it's hard when you don't know the title, etc., or where it's backed up. probably it's a PDF somewhere. So because some people want to know the original source, of course, but that might not be the original source either, so they got it from somewhere as well, of course. In theory, it could even be a list from somebody on the inside that knew about this and thought, I have to let the world know somehow. So that the murder of innocent civilians is prevented. That's another question, of course, if they were innocent. Anyway, this is it for this broadcast. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:42. So thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. I can almost not talk anymore. Really tired. But I hope to get some reactions, perhaps more interesting information. The idea is sharing data together with the good people of planet Earth, and most people are not murderers, and really some people are awesome. So I think that sharing the right information with the world can also help to create that perfect society in which we all live happily, eternally, faster. So hopefully these neural networks are working on that, and it's still possible that everything will be alright, everything's gonna be alright. So thank you all for watching. Do stuff to create a perfect society for universal peace, and see you all next time on Perfect Society. And try something vegan or vegetarian. It's healthiest.